A toxic relationship drains you mentally and emotionally. It is tiring, unhealthy, and can lead to abuse. So it is important to know if the toxicity in your relationship is rising. Hi everyone, my name is Anton Reyes, and in this video, you will learn 6 signs of a toxic relationship you should be watching out for. Number 1, no trust. Trust is one of the building blocks of a relationship. It is so important that the moment it is gone, your relationship starts to become toxic. When there's no trust in your relationship, you will start to doubt your partner's words, motives, and actions. This eventually leads to other unhealthy behaviors like having to constantly check and verify what they're doing, or always having them prove to you that they are telling the truth. Whatever the reasons are that you have lost trust in your relationship, you cannot continue on without it. On a scale of 0 to 10, 10 meaning the trust is very high, and 0 meaning that there's no more trust in your relationship, ask yourself, how much trust is there in my relationship? And what can I do to rebuild that trust? Number 2, pride. Pride is having an excessive view of yourself, your accomplishments, and your opinions. A person struggling with pride will have a hard time seeing and admitting their own mistakes, and they tend to become selfish and self-centered. Prideful behaviors like these become toxic to your relationship because it creates an imbalance where the proud person overvalues themselves and undervalues their partner. If you are in a relationship with a proud person, they will make you feel that your opinions, views, and arguments are always wrong or invalid. You might also end up feeling like a failure because your mistakes are always highlighted and the right things that you do are often overlooked and unappreciated. Remember, a healthy relationship requires a great amount of humility and selflessness. Let's do a quick value check on your relationship. On a scale of 0 to 10, how much do you value your partner and their opinions, views, and arguments? Also, on a scale of 0 to 10, how much do you feel that your partner values you and your opinions, views, and arguments? Number 3, threats and manipulation. If the only way that you or your partner can get what you want is through threats and manipulation, then this is a sign that your relationship is getting toxic. Threats and manipulation mean that someone is imposing their will on the other. And when it comes to relationships, a good rule to follow is to always be inviting and not imposing. When you have to resort to threats and manipulation to make your partner do what you requested them to do or to get what you want, this just means that the trust and respect level in your relationship might be getting critically low. So ask yourself, are you trying to control your partner through threats and manipulation? Or maybe you're the one who feels like you're being controlled. And what can you do differently to avoid this from happening? Number 4, indifference. Indifference is a silent killer of relationships. This happens when you or your partner no longer care about each other. You're just two people living together, but there's no longer a real connection there. This kind of behavior is toxic because the indifferent person will no longer put any effort into improving that relationship. They won't initiate meaningful conversations and they will show very little affection. The dangerous thing about indifference is that your relationship can look good on the outside. You feel that you're okay because you don't fight or argue like others. But this lack of conflict is not caused by love and understanding. It is caused by indifference and a lack of care. It takes an equal amount of effort from you and your partner to create and maintain a healthy relationship. Indifference makes it a one-sided effort and it just doesn't work that way. So, on a scale of 0 to 10, how much effort do you feel that you are putting into your relationship to make it work? Also, on a scale of 0 to 10, how much effort do you feel that your partner is putting into your relationship? Number 5, bitterness. Bitterness is considered one of the most destructive emotional states that anyone can have. It is a result of unresolved anger or hurt. When your heart is consumed by it, You become oversensitive, more impatient, and resentful as a person. And it doesn't matter who offended you, the worst victims of your bitterness will always be those closest and dearest to you. The only way to flush out bitterness is through forgiveness. Forgiveness releases the toxin of bitterness from that relationship, and it allows it to start the healing process. Here are some questions about bitterness to reflect on. Is there someone in your life that you need to forgive right now? What do you think is the worst thing that can happen to your relationships if you don't forgive this person? And what can you do to prepare your heart to forgive? Number 6, lack of communication. One of the main purposes of communication is understanding. Understanding is crucial to a healthy relationship. Without it, you will experience misunderstandings, misinterpretations, and unnecessary conflict escalation. A healthy relationship needs a mix of meaningful, fun, and honest conversations. If you're not seeing this in your relationship, it might mean that either you or your partner might not see your relationship as a safe place to have open and honest communication. On a scale of 0 to 10, how much meaningful conversations are you having in your relationship? And what can you do to make your relationship a safer space for you and your partner to have open and meaningful conversations? These 6 things I've mentioned are red flag behaviors that make a relationship toxic. It is best to avoid them, be mindful of them, and if you're seeing any of these signs happening in your relationship, you should deal with them as soon as possible. There is a verse in the Bible which reminds us to be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Humility, gentleness, patience, and love. Keep these 4 things in your heart as you work on improving your relationships. Remember, we're not expecting for a perfect relationship, but at the very least, you deserve a healthy and growing relationship. That's it for us in this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you will be updated when I upload the next video, which will be about 5 symptoms of a toxic person. Also, let me know in the comments if this video has helped you in any way and if there are any other topics that you would like me to talk about. If you would like to learn more about pride, you can click this video. If you'd like to learn more about trust in relationships, click this video here instead. That's it for us in this video. God bless you.